There's a fly in here, and it's pissing me off so bad. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Push to Talk, the series where I, Lewis, talk about particular topics in and around the gaming sphere to help keep you guys in the loop. This week I'm going to be giving you guys a rundown on the Bayonetta voice actress drama that has been going on. But just before we get into that, you guys know what to do. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and to obviously ding dong the notification bell to be notified when we upload next, because we upload every single week. And without further ado,
let's rock, baby!
So around this time last year, we heard rumours that the voice actress for Bayonetta would not be reprising her role in Bayonetta 3. It should be noted that these reports were unconfirmed. That was until September of this year. Yes, that's right, in September we got confirmation that Bayonetta had been recast to Jennifer Hale, one of the most decorated voice actresses in the entire VA industry. The reasoning for this was unclear, but we didn't have to wait long until we found out why. On the 15th of October, the former Bayonetta voice actress posted 3 videos on Twitter stating her reasons for why she wasn't reprising her role. In short, she claimed that Platinum Games and Nintendo had refused to pay her the wanted amount and offered her an insulting $4,000. That was allegedly for the entirety of the game. Now, it's not news that people in the VA industry are severely underpaid, but a lump sum of $4,000 for the entirety of a game, let alone a AAA game, is just criminal. Taylor finished off the first Twitter video by requesting fans of the game to boycott Bayonetta 3 and instead of spending the money on the game itself, instead donate it to charity. Following this, the Bayonetta VA got a wave of support, and understandably so. Nintendo does have a reputation for having very big pockets but very small hands. Following this was just radio silence from both Platinum Games and the creator Hideki Kamiya. It should be noted though that Kamiya-san did tweet some out-of-pocket stuff throughout this time, but then again, that's not very out of character for him if you are familiar with his Twitter. He basically just blocks you if you tweet at him in English. But just 3 days later, Bloomberg came out with Platinum Games' unofficial side of the story. The report reads that Platinum Games sought to hire Taylor for at least 5 sessions, each paying $3,000 to $4,000 for 4 hours in the studio. Said the people who asked not to be identified because they aren't authorized to discuss private contract negotiations. That would make the total for the game at least $15,000. Now, if you compare the two numbers, $4,000 and $15,000 is quite different. $11,000 kind of different. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that Taylor obviously omitted some very crucial facts in this entire debacle. And to add fuel to the fire, those who initially supported Taylor throughout all of this, well, now they were all raising their pitchforks at her. And I don't blame them, I would too if I was purposely misled. But it wasn't until the 24th of October that Taylor broke her silence on the matter. She wrote a 9-tweet Twitter thread defending herself. And the key part I want to focus on is this part. As I posted on part 3 of my video thread, I explained that their first offer was too low. That offer was $10,000. Now, that is simply untrue because she never stated that she was offered $10,000 in the first place and put a lot of emphasis on the $4,000. And so it seems to me that she purposely omitted the idea, well, facts, that she was offered $10,000 to begin with. In the original video, she also went on to say that she wrote to Kamiya-san directly, pretty much just asking for what she was worth, which reports do say it was $250,000, but there's no real proof to that either. But it's here that she claimed that that was when she was offered her $4,000. Now this is where it gets spicy, because in the Twitter thread, she goes on to contradict the absolute of herself. She wrote that they offered to pay her an extra $5,000 on top of the initial $10,000, meaning that the figure of $15,000 actually lines up with the Bloomberg report. And if that's true, then it could be true that she did actually ask for $250,000. And that brings us to now. It seems that the hate towards Nintendo, Hideki Kamiya, and Platinum Games has died down, as now it's being projected onto Taylor herself. As for the alleged total of $50,000 that was offered to Taylor, it's up for debate whether or not it's worth it. According to an article by Performer Live, the average voice actor gets around $200 to $350 per hour. Do note that these sources do come from union contracts, which come with a lot more benefits. So it's safe to say that Taylor would have made a lot more than the average voice actor. And obviously that makes perfect sense. She is the voice behind the iconic Bayonetta. Is it enough to live off of? No, of course not. But then again, a voice actor should always be seeking new opportunities and not be working with one franchise exclusively unless the contract strictly says so. Whether her contract said that or not, we don't know. What we do know is that she just blatantly lied to all of us. And in a nutshell, that's pretty much the Bayonetta drama so far. Let's just hope it stays that way. If there are any updates, I'll be sure to cover them, but just before I go, I would like to share a clip from popular streamer Moist Critical's stream where he talks about how the Bayonetta VO could have done a better job at handling this entire situation.
If she had just been honest, like, hey, I'm not voicing Bayo 3 because I really feel like voice actors aren't getting the pay they deserve in the AAA gaming space. Here's the offer I was made, or here's the offer Platinum Games made me. Here's the amount of hours they expected me to work for this pay. I found it to be low, so I walked. Like, she could have still drummed up plenty of support that way. Some people would agree with her, some people would disagree, but that's the whole point of having the conversation.
And that's it for this week of Push to Talk. If you guys have any topics in mind that you would like me to discuss, then please feel free to leave a comment down below. And once again, if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to like it, subscribe if you want to see more content just like this, and ding dong the notification bell to be notified when we upload next, because we upload every single week. Thank you guys again for tuning in. My name's been Lewis from Kakuchopurei, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Ciao for now.